can sense the fear inside as I grow older. You don't need to wait, 'cause time's been wasted. Echoes calling. Scream out. The echoes calling. Scream out. The echoes.
Hello, how are we? I have the voice of Barry White right now. As I say, all right, ma'am. This is a Ask Me Anything. There will be no tunes tonight, I'm afraid, as you may have seen from the announcement. That I have a bit of lurgy, and the best thing to do when you've got a bit of lurgy is not sing if you're a singer. My range, I should say, should be back tomorrow. If not, it'll be a very quiet gig in Grimsby. That's why I've got my glasses on so I can see everything. I see what you're doing. I've got my trusted little doggo. Cokes is here. Maybe Detroit is out. Cats are in the other room. So yeah, peace. Got my new peace t-shirt on. Ask me any questions. Chat about stuff. I've got some stuff to update you on as well. Nothing too crazy. Just unfortunately, we've had a gig has been cancelled. It's the Sevenoaks gig. Has been cancelled by the venue. That was us supporting Chantel McGregor. So that's a shame. But yeah, let us know you're here. Evening, Lorraine. How we doing? Nice to see you. So it always weirds me out, Lorraine. Whenever I see your picture, I get to see my ugly mug as well. Look. And realise how small you are. Teeny tiny Lorraine. So yeah. So ask questions, otherwise you're just going to get me rambling on. So what have I been doing to try and get my throat back? So my throat started hurting Monday night. So Tuesday, Wednesday, yesterday was bad. I was in bed for 9 o'clock on Tuesday. It's fine, you can manage it through it. Luke, I am ill. Yeah, but you don't have to sing much, do you? You just have to go plink plonk plonk. So to manage it through, you basically drink loads. I have an inhaler that I use. I was going to change it, but it's a fab photo. Nah, keep it, Lorraine. Lots of paracetamol, lots of vitamin C, lots of fruit, pineapple, oranges, bananas. Just trying to boost yourself up, basically. You off? Am I boring you already because I'm not playing tunes? Which way are you going? Where are you going? This way. No, go this way. That way. Go that way. If you're going anywhere, there you go. Sitting on my feet. I'm not that bad. It's just when you're singing, it's any kind of defect in your throat just kind of stops you from being hitting the high notes. Echoes probably won't be in the set tomorrow night because me and Luke won't be able to get up there. Hey Anne, how you doing? Teeny tiny. You're not on Facebook today. We are. Lorraine's commenting on Facebook and Luke's on Facebook. I mean, Mum's on Facebook, Kerry. Have you been shadow banned on Facebook, Kerry? I think you have. You've been doing naughty stuff on Facebook. You've been downloading those naughty games. What have I told you about those naughty games? So yeah, probably the first thing. Is it this one? The tour. First thing to say. I'm coming back up again. Come on then, Cokes. First thing to say is that obviously the Stag Theatre gig in Sevenoaks is not happening now, unfortunately. That has been cancelled. We've played the Flower Pot. We've played the Leopard in Doncaster. Tomorrow night we are in Grimsby at the Yardbirds Rock Club supporting Brave Rival. So that'll be there tomorrow night. Kerry is there. I know, I'm sorry, Kerry. I'm gutted. And we got the news today. Unfortunately, stuff like this happens. There's nothing you can do about it. We have got a band meeting this weekend as well, I think, where the manager's going to share some new news with us. So he shares it with us at the same time. Well, we were speaking to Ollie on Xbox chat last night, and he knew more than me and Luke. We're like, what? How is this? All right, Misfit Jenny, how we doing? So I think 2023 is going to get a lot busier. If you've just joined, Jenny, and you've probably not seen the news, we're doing an Ask Me Anything on this because I have a little bit of lurgy and I've got a gig tomorrow night, so I need to save the old vocal cords for that. I'll do it for about half an hour. So no one's asked me a question yet, so I'm getting off quite lightly. Remember, this is an Ask Me Anything, so you can literally ask me anything and I'll answer it. I've got my glasses on specially so I can read the comments. I even put a post out at 5 o'clock. I scheduled a post at 5 o'clock for everyone to ask questions. I was expecting some difficult questions, even from Luke, but I can tell Luke's not well because he's not asked any questions either. So yeah, if anyone's got any questions, ask me anything. Otherwise, I'll just keep chuntering on and keep talking. There's people across every channel listening, going, "What's going on?" All right, Pete, how are we doing? When are you going to... When are there going to be gigs near me? Where are you again, Kerry? You down south? You down south? Tell me where's close to you, and I'll give you a facial reaction if I know. Thing is, I might not know about some gigs. This is a drink, by the way. Not just a cordial. Can we get a proper look at the tattoo on your left arm? Of course you can. I've got tattoos on both arms. Kev's always having a veggie chili. To be fair, I need a veggie chili to blow this. My left arm, so this because I'm backwards to you. So this is Jimi Hendrix. This took goes round the back there, up to there. This took 7.5 hours to do, and I went to the bathroom about halfway through. And I don't know if you can see it there. You see the outline of his hair? It's like really detailed, the outline of his hair. And thinking, 3.5 hours, we must be done by now. And I got to the bathroom and there was no colour in it or whatsoever. This one, and that was done by a guy called Rich Harris from Dark Horse Tattoo Studio in Sutton Coldfield in Birmingham. This one is Mimi Detroit, as you can see there. This one is done by Paul Talbot from Modern Electric Tattoo, and he does like these. You may not be able to see it, but there's like loads of dots and stuff there. But that is Mimi, so he completely thingy. And then that one I've got is the music, and then I've got one along. Can you see it through that? See it through that? I'm not going to flash myself. It's like italics. It says "Love transcends all." My mum is delighted that I have tattoos. She's over the moon, in fact. She pushed me to get them. She really didn't. Do you travel to and from home for each gig? What's your monthly mileage? Fraggle Rock, Seven Oaks wasn't far away. Depends how far the gig is. So we kind of do a rule of thumb. If the gig is kind of like over an hour and 45 minutes away, we don't travel back. Because when we stay over at gigs, obviously it adds a huge cost because we need hotel rooms and stuff like that. We don't, by any stretch of the imagination, we're not in 5-star hotels. We're just in run-of-the-mill hotels. But we have to be careful, obviously, with the gear as well because we have a van load of expensive gear. So we never like staying close to the hotel. We kind of get on the road a wee bit, get into a hotel far away where there's no one can follow us. Excuse me. And then stay there. So it's probably about an hour and 45. So Grimsby will be staying over. We've only made one mistake once. I mean, it doesn't really affect us because me, Luke and Ollie or Nick just sleep in the van on the way back. But it's obviously my dad who drives. So we went... The Motorsport Lounge gig, we went there and back in a night, which was too long. It was like 2.5 hours to... the first time, and we stayed over the second. Hi everyone, hope you feel better soon, Neil. Thanks, Debbie. It's just a little cough and cold. I'm fine. Oh no, I'm not, says my mum. Well, when you are old and senile, the tattoos will help you remember who you are. Yeah, well, I'm either going to think I'm a woman or Jimi Hendrix, so I'll take both of that. I have asked about setlist before, but do you look at what you played at a venue previously before returning? We don't actually. No, we don't. There's kind of two ways we do setlist. When Nick is depping for us, we kind of keep the same set list because it's just until he's bedded in. So it'll probably be another gig or so, and then we'll probably change the set list around with Nick because it just helps him because he's learning it as well. It really depends on set time. So most supports you get half an hour, so that's not a long time. If you think every song's about 3.5 minutes long, you've got like 8-9 songs to get in, and you've got to basically. It comes down to which ones do we have to not do in the set. 45 minutes is a little bit easier to choose a set list. We're doing 45 minutes tomorrow in Grimsby, as long as mine and Luke's voices hold out. And then a headline show, we can kind of choose what we want. But we don't. No, we don't. I think we're going to come up against this next year, though, to be honest with you, Eddie. Just because we're going to have so many gigs, I think we're going to have to kind of change it up. I think I've asked this before to everybody else, as if people like knowing the set list. That's my seat on the couch that she always sits in. If I try and move her, she's like, oh, oh, oh. Hope you're feeling better soon. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you, Pete. What is the ratio of fast-paced songs to slower songs? We don't do it like that either. I'll tell you how we do a set list. Or should I reveal this? Should I reveal how we do a set list? I don't mind. So we look at it of kind of the journey the audience will go on. So we normally start really hyper, and then we kind of flow it down a bit, and then we go. We normally start really hyper, and we flow it down a bit, and then we go up, and then we finish on a high. So you'll find the middle of our set lists are a bit more chilled, because we kind of bring everybody down, and then we bring them back up. Greetings, Viv. Found your music by my bestie, and we play your music on Loves all the time. Is it on Loud all the time? On Loves all the time is good. Viv, nice to be here. I'm sorry I'm not actually singing tonight. I've got a bit of a... All right, Trev. Here he is. Look. That's all I get from the producer. Lives. On Lives all the time. On Lives. Sorry. On Lives. Thanks, Viv. Yeah, I've got a bit of lurg, Mr. Gibson, and we've got a gig tomorrow night, so I'm just trying to save my voice, so I'm just doing another 15 minutes of Ask Me Anything. Does anyone ask me anything about Trev? Because I'll answer it. All the secret stuff he told me that we're not allowed to reveal. Any chance you would play here in the States? I would love to play America. Absolutely, I would. We played New York many years ago. So I played, is it the Bagger Inn, the C Note? I remember we played where Bob Dylan first started. We played the Blue Note, I think, was one as well. Who is Trevor? Trevor is our producer. As you can see him behind the desk there. What's Trev's favourite curry? I will answer that with whichever Neil is paying for. If you stay in the country longer than 1 week, Trev, I'll take you out for a curry with Luke and stuff. But no. You're always there gallivanting across Europe, aren't you? Being all big time. Friday the 9th of December, mate. We've just had... Our gig's been cancelled, so we know we're free that night. Friday the 9th of September. My God. Friday the 9th of December, are you free? And he'll reply with, in New York, because it was Grammy voting week and I had to go there. Didn't see my invite, did I? Who is Trevor? Spill. Check's diary. You watch him not be free. You watch him be somewhere else. Or he's going to lie and say, yeah, I'm free. And then he'll send me a message going, no, I'm not. No, he wouldn't do that. Trev's a genius. So, a little bit about Trev. Trev, if I get this wrong, I'm sorry. Is it NATO you worked for, Trev? He was a negotiator between the snipers in is it the Kosovans and the Serbs? I could have got that very wrong. Very, very wrong. Apologies if I have. UN. Thank you, Trev. Neil goes back to the past in his TARDIS. The UN. So Trev was a negotiator for the UN, and he's told many Bosnian War. Thank you, Trev. And he told some truly horrific stories about how he was negotiating with snipers and stuff like that. And I think they were saying to him they knew it was him and they were shooting at him. So the man is absolute genius, to be fair. He's done TED Talks. He's got an incredible studio. He's Scottish, so he's a hero. Yeah. There you go. There's Mimi. Hello from backstage at the Nutcracker from Mimi and new friend Chloe. Hello, Chloe. I'm just sitting here chatting. Watch the movie. Trev, I'm trying to watch. I know. Scream for me, Sarajevo. That's what you need to watch. Song titles. When you write lyrics for a song, do you know the title before you finish the lyrics or choose the title afterwards? Always choose the title afterwards. Always. We we have a working title of a song at the moment called "The One Neil Likes of Luke's." So we always have working titles to remember the songs by. And normally it comes quite organically when you write a song and stuff and you know what it's about. You suddenly then go, "Oh, this needs to be called this," and it is. What's your favourite pizza topping? Mushrooms. Next. You got 10 minutes of Ask Me Anything. I thought I would have got harder questions than this, to be fair. There's a dog barking outside, so I can see Coax's little eyes. Like, how long have you been a vegan? I don't know, actually. 3 years? 3 or 4 years, I think. Before that, veggie. The reason I decided to go veggie is hilarious. So I was on a train coming back home, and I saw all these posts about Cecil the Lion. Do you remember Cecil the Lion that got killed by that bounty hunter? And everyone was like, "Oh, I can't believe it! This poor lion's been killed by this bounty hunter. Oh my god!" Oh. And they're all going mad on Facebook, like people do. And then literally like the next day they were like, "Oh, check out my steak dinner. Oh, check out this." And I was like, how can I be outraged about a lion being killed when I eat animals? How can I say I'm a pet lover when I eat animals? That makes no sense. You know, pigs are more intelligent than dogs. Right? They feel fear. They've done the scientific test. Now, I have no problem with people that eat meat. That's up to you. Crack on. Just don't make me eat it. I'm not one of them vegans. So I decided, look, I can't be a hypocrite anymore. I'm not going to eat meat. And Mimi was a vegetarian and a vegan before me. And I told her, and her reply to my text message was, "You do realise this means you can't eat scampi?" And I was like, see, that was nearly a deal breaker. Then I found out what scampi was. Never Google what scampi is. And that made my decision easier. Oh my word, so many questions. Can I ask the inspiration behind the song Echoes? Of course you can. Yeah. So Echoes is about loss. It's about grief. We lost someone very close to the band. And the reason Echoes is because what we found was when people pass over, they leave an echo of themselves on you, be it memories, be it on video, photos, whatever it may be. So the whole song is about the journey from finding out the person has gone to coming out the other side to hearing their name or hearing this person's name and it not upsetting you but remembering the good times, because grief's kind of a weird thing where you'll immediately you'll be like obviously devastated, but then over time I don't think it ever gets easier. I heard an incredible quote on grief, which I've said many times live, that grief doesn't get easier to manage. It doesn't get easier. You just get better at managing it, which is true, right? Which is really true. You just get better with dealing with it and stuff like that. And my mum, something my mum stuck with me when said to me once that she thinks about her mum and dad every day. And you just kind of forget that, and now I think about all the people that I've lost and everyone else has lost. And we literally wrote it because it was how we were feeling. It took me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to write, max. And the lyrics just fell out of my head. And I always find they're the best songs when they come out that quick and you go, how did that happen? And I took it to the lads, and it was about 10 hours long. We took it to Trev, and he got it into a single worthy. So, yeah. Would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands? Hands for feet. Hands for feet. Definitely. Feet for hands would be like, I've got disgustingly large feet as well. Leia is growling at Coco on the screen. Not surprising. Who is your favourite philosopher? Ooh. That's a good one. Luke Weston. And why? Favourite philosopher? Because Luke doesn't realise some of the most profound things he says in jest are profound. Do I ever tell fibs, and who to? Yeah, I told a fib to my mum the other day. And she caught me out. Because we're moving gaff. We're moving house in a couple of weeks. And I told her it was like 25 miles away from her to save her feelings. Thinking there's no way she knows how to use Google Maps or Apple Maps. And then I got a text about 3 hours later going, you liar, it's 41 miles away. It's actually 38, but she was closer. How long were you veggie for? Couple of years, 2 or 3 years, I think. What non-vegan item do you miss the most? Really easy, haggis. But they do a really good vegan haggis. This sounds very stereotypical Scottish. And black pudding. I've not had a vegan black pudding. Call me dumb, but how did you come up with the name for the band? It's not a dumb question. The TV was on, and our favourite colour's blue, and then I thought, Blue National. No, that sounds too much like the Tories. Blue Nation's got nothing to do with the Tories at all, by the way. Nothing to do with Birmingham City. And then afterwards, when I was thinking about it, the whole reason for this band is to take people away from their day-to-day lives where they may be struggling. And as in the UK, we're really good at moaning. We're really good at queuing, moaning, and cups of tea. So I thought if we could have a band name that explained the UK in kind of a couple of words, Blue Nation, we normally are pretty much, oh God, and then you listen to a band of that name who played music which made you feel good and the people made you feel good, then that was cool. So that's how I came up with it. I'm very sorry for your loss. It's alright, Misfit Jenny. No need to apologise. I know you're not apologising. I know what you do. I know what you're saying. It's part of life, isn't it? It's part of life. Loss is a part of life. If we don't have the lows, we don't know what the highs. What is it? If we don't have the lows, we don't know how high the highs are. True. Beautifully put. Thank you very much. I think it's to do with Birmingham FC. It is definitely nothing to do with Blues. Not a chance. Venues, what is your fave? Where would you love to play? And being careful, where would not like to play again? I'll happily answer this. My favourite venue, Tivoli. I do love the Tivoli, mainly for the history of it. And I think the Tivoli is where the Beatles played. So that's a really good one. And it's haunted, and I loved ghost programmes. Where would I love to play? Glastonbury, Royal Albert Hall, Villa Park. Not Birmingham City because it will fall down. Where would you not want to play again? I I don't think we've ever had a bad experience at a venue. It's mainly the sound engineers who try and deafen you. But no, I'd play everywhere again, I think. I don't think there's anyone. My favourite philosopher is my mum. See, I should have said that. Haggis, I wasn't expected that answer. I love haggis. Biggest musical inspiration, the Beatles. Without a shadow of a doubt, the Beatles. I can stick them on any day, time, night time, whatever, and just instantly happy. And hear something different from them as well. I was losing my shit about cues at a con I was at last weekend. They clearly weren't Brits. See? Us Brits can't cue. If you could play any venue, where would you play? Royal Albert Hall. If a gun to my head, it'd be Royal Albert Hall. Luke and I think Mimi has said this as well, we'll never go to Glastonbury as a punter until we've played it. I'm pretty sure Mimi's the same as that as well. Glastonbury's high up there. High up there. Everyone thinks Blue Nation's to do with Birmingham City. I'm like, it's really not. Claret and Blue, Villa are the older club. More history. I'm just trying to wind Luke up now. Oh, you got 4 minutes. 4 minutes for more questions. I would have thought I would have got like really difficult questions. Is it hard for unsigned bands to get on the bill at Glasgow? No, not really. I think it's all to do with the buzz you're creating. I think it's to do with how many people are digging your music, if Glastonbury notice you. We've been told many times that there's been talent spotters watching us for this gig and that festival and stuff like that. Sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. Madison Square Garden, yes, want to play Madison Square Garden. Who is your favourite songwriter of all time? Oh, see, now that's tough. Because I love Lennon and McCartney. But favourite songwriter? Lyrically, I love Ocean Colour Scene. I'd have to say Ocean Colour Scene. Songwriter, because he's... But that's a weird one, because where you are and when you're growing up and stuff like that with music, that's normally where you'll base those ideas. And Ocean Colour Scene were a huge part of me growing up. What time are you on stage tomorrow? Debbie, I don't know these kind of things. I don't even know what time we're supposed to be leaving yet. I've not even checked that. I'm going to say 7:15, 7:30, 7:15. Doors are normally like 7. Basically, whatever time the doors are open, put half an hour on top of that, and then we'll probably be on about that time. If you had to drop 2 of your songs and you could never sing them again, what 2 would you drop? Ooh. 2 would we drop? What 2 would we drop? I don't know, because I don't mind playing any of them. 2 you could drop. Probably 2 we don't play very much, so no one missed them. And this has got nothing to... Just because no one really requests them, so She Made Me Feel Love. And I'll Be Your Enemy. If you could start over, is there anything different you would do in your musical career? I don't think I'd do it different, but I would... I think I put it in a post a few weeks ago about chasing the numbers. It's like chasing how many streams you get or how many likes you get on Facebook or how many people buy your stuff. It really means nothing. Even when you get to... And we're friends with some people in massive bands, like going to number 1 and stuff like that. And they do the same. They go... If they get to number 1 on this album or that song or whatever, then they go, we've got to get there again. It's all... If you chase the numbers of anything, it kind of erodes the reason why you got into it. David Bowie's probably my favourite philosopher as well. He just said, for young bands, he was like, just remember why you got into it. I got into being in a band because I wanted to play guitar. I wanted to do a gig. Right? Looking at the calendar for next year, it's going to be the busiest year of our lives. If I went back to 14-year-old Neil and saying you're going to be touring the country and further afield potentially, I would lose my shit, right? But you forget as you progress, you kind of like, I want to do more, I want to do bigger, because that's just human nature. So I'd probably tell myself earlier, don't worry about the numbers, just keep doing what you're doing, and if people dig it, they dig it, and they'll come and follow you. And they did. I know people slag him off, but I rate Ed Sheeran as a lyricist awaits the lynching. Ed Sheeran's got his place, right? The issue I have with Ed Sheeran, Galway Girl was written by 7 people. 7 different people. And I have never seen, I could be wrong, and I'll happily stand corrected, I've never seen Ed Sheeran go, these 7 people, these 6 other people helped me write this song with me. So, a lot of the industry likes to hide behind stuff, which is cool. He grafted, Ed, bless him. I think he is a good lyricist. I've never been to one of his shows. Looper pedals are hard to master. Yeah, I think he's got his own space. I mean, that's the thing about music. If you don't dig it, then you just don't dig it, don't you? It's not your thing. But the guy's sold millions upon millions of records. But I just don't like the fact that maybe there's a little bit of, hey, I'm Ed Sheeran, I can do it all. Whereas in reality, 6 other people helped you write that song. But hey, that's just the industry. Yo, hey Dean. Toilets are important. Joy's asking, if you and Mimi could sing one song together, what would it be? What's that Dolly Parton one? With Kenny Rogers. Islands in the Sand. Islands in the Sea? Islands in the Sand. That one. Wouldn't that be like cutting off a limb? Is that in response to the what song you'd get rid of? Yes, it would be. It would not be Churchside In. Just need to make sure we have time for fish and chips first. Oh, you've got time. Not have me as a drummer. Oh, no. Dino was in Blue Nation. Are you going to join Twitter? We are on Twitter, at Blue Nation Music. As every social media, so Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, I think it's at Blue Nation Music or Blue Nation Music. So you can find us, come follow, like, tweet, all that kind of jazz. Yes, it's about connecting with those who appreciate your message. Quite right, Misfit Jenny. Hello, just got back from Christmas shopping in the city. So glad I live in a small rural village. Seems everyone in the city is going 1,000 miles an hour. No wonder the Clash was so angry. It's true. Everyone is in a rush, aren't they? I love it when you sing Foxy's Folk Face, not forgetting the Mimi whistle. Yeah, Ocean Colour Scene, incredible. Hello, Conspiracy Music. How you doing? Thank you so much for stream. Oh, okay, sorry. I just didn't know what stream. Islands in the Stream. Islands in the Stream. Hi, Conspiracy Music. I was telling him we've been playing them live. Yes, they have. If you could collaborate with one musician, who would it be? Dead or alive? It would be McCartney for me, because I'd lose my shit. See you later, Pete. I enjoy your wee, mate. Pee-wee. Cool, found you. Night, Pete. Oh my god, I've gone past past, but I'm alright, so I'm having fun. Lennon. Yeah, Lennon is class. I'll give you that. Alright, Frank, how we doing, son? Nice to see ya. Nice. No singing tonight. I'm saving my voice for tomorrow night. If anyone's on here wondering why the hell he's just not sitting there and the dog's asleep. Because I got a little bit of the lurgy. Which I think a lot of people have got. Luke's not well either. Frank. Everyone's saying hello to Frank. In Frank's picture, he's got a cool... Hang on, let me add this to broadcast. Look. He's got a cool guitar. And a cool hoodie thing. There as well. And he put a peace sign there. Thanks, Frank. It's cool, man. Hope you have a good one tomorrow. Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm going to have to manage my voice a little bit. Hey, Bert. Hey, Ernie. Kermit the Frog. Hey, Matt. Hiya, Neil. Nothing at all. No, I'm joking. Boxers are the ones that go to like your knees there, yeah? Like there. So it'd be boxers, not briefs. Briefs are like Y fronts. No way, man. Boxers all the way. Who slash... Oh, man. Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, no. Hang on, that one. Who slash what's your guilty pleasure music? We all have one. Also, come visit us in Orkney for some musical inspiration. Guilty pleasure. I don't believe I've got... I love Dolly Parton. I think she's incredible. Oh, Lewis from North Wales. Hey, Lewis. How are we doing, my man? Guilty pleasures. I was listening to the Taylor Swift. What's wrong with me? Taylor Swift album the other day. The new one. She's a genius. That girl knows what she's doing. I don't know. I don't think I've got a guilty pleasure. I'm trying to think what's the most embarrassing thing on my phone. Or I like Frog Song, obviously. What are you listening to at the moment? I was listening to a band, Rival Sons. I like Rival Sons. Listening to them at the moment. I was listening to Taylor Swift. No guitar tonight, Ritesh. I've got a bit of a sore throat, my man, and a bit of a cough. So we've got a gig tomorrow. So I'm just doing an Ask Me Anything. Your Jolene rendition is to die for. One day you'll put a wig on. I really won't. Hi to the most Northern Blue Nation fan. Nice. God bless you. Yeah, I didn't really want to miss Live from the Front Room week, so I thought I'd do this. So I've got my glasses on, so I can read all your questions. Right, I'll do another 5 minutes, and then I'll go off and steam my vocal cards for tomorrow night. So if you've got questions, ask away. It was me bad-mouthing Ed earlier, and I'm listening to Taylor Swift. What? Oh, Kerry draws a line at boobs, though, just the wig. Nah, the wig ain't happening. This is too much of a wig I've got on now. Yeah, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a guilty pleasure. I do have Sweat a long on my phone, and also Ace of Base. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow. I have no idea why. So is that a guilty pleasure? Pat O'Banton, Baby Come Back. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Wish I was a clown to be messing around. If you've never heard that song, crack on to that. You'll love that. Ace of Base. Ace of Base. How did the live stream go? Spoke about Ace of Base. What's wrong with my mouth? Alright, good old Taylor. She's got a few breakup songs, hasn't she? She broke Loki's heart as well, didn't she? I do. Right, this is a good story. This is a very good story. So, when Dean was in Blue Nation, we played a university, and we played Sweet Home Alabama, I think for about 4 hours. I was on stage though. I was single at the time, so don't worry. I was on stage, and I leaned forward, and a young, lovely student, I was of student age as well, just for the record, kissed me while I was mid-playing and invited me to further canoodling, which I declined respectfully. That's probably the most only rock and roll thing I've ever done. But yeah, I remember that. God, that's a memory I've got back. I Saw the Sign. I bought 2 new CDs in the city, both Canadian. The Headstones, who I love, and Nova Scotia band Sloan. Check them out now. I will indeed. At least we're not talking about Kajakuku. Oh, my mind. It was never ending. It was never ending. Couple more minutes. Canoodling. Kissing. Sorry. Canoodling. Dean. That's Dean in the middle, by the way. If you can't see him. Lovely guy. Canoodling. Kissing. Snogging. Frenching. Swapping spit. What do Americans call it? Necking? Do you call it necking? Ace of Base was in the charts when I was 2 weeks over due to my daughter, so it became a bit of an anthem for me. I always get the year right if it comes up on Popmaster. Fave and least fave program, TV program. Making Out. Thank you, Viv. Making Out. Well, you have bases, don't you? We don't have that. First and second base. We don't have that. We're much more uncouth here. Program. I can tell you quite quickly the programs I hate. Will do. See you later, Dino. I hate programs that make you feel awkward, like The Office or Curb Your Enthusiasm, the Mr. Bean stuff. Just talking about it makes me crawl a bit. But I love Blackadder. What was the other one I just came? I love Frasier. I know what you meant, Dino. Netflix and chill. Yeah, Netflix and chill. Favourite program? I do like Frasier. The favourite programs I like to watch are the ghost programs. You know, the really crappy ones where they go, "Oh my god!" No, the tell you what I want is Ghost Adventures with Zach Brannings, and he's like, "Some people don't know." It's just genius. And I've converted or tried to convert Mimi to them as well. I love it. Ditto, bit pervy. What was a bit pervy? Me? Oh, sorry. Bit pervy. I can't see what you're replying to, so I just saw ditto, bit pervy. I was like, oh, sorry. Frasier, have it. Frasier is genius writing. Genius. Only Fools and Horses. Seinfeld too. Seinfeld. I can never get into it because I find every Seinfeld episode exactly the same, but I think that's the point. That's why I can't get into it. I love Ghost Hunters. Yeah, see? Oh, Curbs and... Yeah, I'm with you. Zach Bagans, yeah. I really want to go to his place in Las Vegas. I really want to go there. Off the subject. Oh, here we go. Here's iPhone talking about personal note. Oh, how I missed that face. Sorry, late. Hope you're well, Jonesy. Echoes is our song of the year in that iPhone household. Big love and lots of success to you guys. You deserve it. Thank you very much. So, I used to work with Helen Issam, and on a conference. No, was it a conference call or a corporate call? I was someone called me by another guy's name. And then she just kept calling me Jonesy constantly, so I call her iPhone. But thank you. Off the subject you're talking about. How you feeling? Not too bad, just a bit throaty. But normally what happens is a lot of sleep, a lot of fluid, a lot of chilling, a lot of prescription medication, as in the stuff to get rid of your throat. Excuse me. And I'll be better, I'll be fine for the gig. You can sing on anything. Awesome! Congratulations on your continued success. Thank you very much. It's gone a bit mental this year with the band. It's we've got a band meeting at the weekend, and I think our manager's going to drop some bombshells on us. Either that, or he's going to tell Luke off. It's either good news or Luke's getting told off. They're the two kind of meetings we have. So yeah, Robert. I know I do. Frasier classic. I've heard they're bringing it back. I know I heard they're bringing it back as well. But then I saw some fake reels and stuff where they made him like a murderer and stuff like that. I've tried getting into Dexter. Couldn't get into that. I've not finished Sons of Anarchy. Can't finish that. What did we just finish? I like Unsolved Mysteries. I like the conspiracy theory stuff because it's good to turn my mind off. You know. And someone just go, get out. It doesn't work. So yeah. Right. I heard Luke is a troublemaker. Luke is most definitely the troublemaker. And he's the most brummy man on earth. What you believe in, is religion important to you? The Watcher. I don't believe in any religion, being brutally honest. It's not important as me. I don't live my life by religion and devote to anything. I believe in the universe. I have no idea what's out there. But I think of some kind of... Some people call it serendipity. Some people call it fate. Some people call it coincidence. I call it the universe. Yeah, I have no problem with people who believe in religion, and if that's what you believe in, as long as you cause no harm to someone else, then you're okay with me, to be fair. The Watcher, okay. Oh, The Watcher, yeah, we kind of looked at that one. It looked a bit scary, though. I'm not good with scary things late at night, but I love horror films, which is really weird. So, yeah. Right, one more question. You got 20 seconds. Anne has one episode left to watch of The Watcher. Didn't it really happen? Wasn't it, like, real? Wimp. See, it's harsh, iPhone, but true. Screw you. There is definitely a greater power at work. Yeah, I just don't know what it is. That's kind of my philosophy on things. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. It wouldn't surprise me if it was aliens, right? Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Wouldn't surprise me if we're all in a little ant farm, and some child is like, oh, look, my ants need feeding. What? I don't know. Don't ask me. That's my simplistic way. I'll probably get to the pearly gates and be like, I didn't mean any of it. I'm really sorry. Do you meditate? Yes, do. I think religion is porn. I invite you to read a copy of the Quran. Thank you very much. I probably won't, to be honest with you, but thank you. If religion is important to you and you get good vibes from it, that's cool with me. We are being ruled by spoons. Yeah, I try to. I'm not very good at meditating. I do a lot of mindfulness as well. With Mimi. Mimi's much, much better than me. I need her to kind of keep me on track. Just to keep my mental health in check and keep myself all on the straight and narrow. Squirrels. It's one of them, innit? If religion helps you, if you believe that it's the right way to go, if you believe that is what is out there in the world, again, if you're not causing any harm and damage to anyone, then you're cool with me. I'm alright with you. It's just, I always find, with anything, right, if you believe in blue pens, right, and you live your life by rule by blue pens, you know, and you try and force the blue pens on other people who really like red pens, it's like, what's going on here? It's like, just let the blue pens write the stuff they want to write, the red, you know. I'm pretty sure every single religion, the main thing they should be about is love. It's kind of the only thing they've all got in common. And we miss that out, don't we? But yeah, squirrels and aliens. Right. I'm going to leave you be. I'm going to have a hot cup of cha. Gig tomorrow. My motto is just be kind, you can't go wrong then. Very true. Be good to one another. Listen to one another. Thank you for tuning into my TED Talk. Next week we will do the Kaftan Society in full. So we'll play the whole album acoustically. And yeah, thank you for listening to my ramblings. And I hope you've enjoyed this Ask Anything. I'm off to phone my mum after I've had my cup of tea. And then watch The Watcher. See you later, people. Enjoy. Be good to one another. Be friendly. See you later.